In this presentation, we will enter deposits from our bank statement into our QuickBooks file using the register for the month of February, the second month of operations, a month that should be a bit easier than the first month of operations within QuickBooks. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. Here we are on the home page. We currently have the open windows open. We can open the open windows by going to the view drop-down and selecting the open windows list. We're now going to go to the register by going to the banking drop-down and going to the use register item. Then we're going to use the checking account, that's the one we want, and open that up. This is what we have so far. We've been entering data for the first month of operations. We've reconciled that data. We're now going to be moving on to month 2, taking month 2 directly from the bank statement as we did for month 1. Here is our mock bank statement. We have the beginning balance, which is the ending balance of the January month, and then the additions and subtractions for the total. We are going to be entering the additions or the deposits into our business checking account, those being these 3. We're going to assume that all deposits, unless said otherwise, will be deposits from customers and record them then as sales under our cash basis, simple cash basis method, entering data directly from the bank statement. These then are all going to be assumed to be sales. Nothing tricky here on this month. All sales items, so we're just going to enter this data as deposits into our QuickBooks system. So we'll go into QuickBooks here. First deposit happened on 02/08/20, so that's February 8th, 2020 is the year we're putting this information in as of. I'm going to call it a deposit in the type here because it's going to have no check number, of course. We don't know the customer in this method. We're just assuming all deposits came from a customer. That's just the format that we're using. If we know the customer, if it was indicated on the bank statement, then of course, by all means, put the customer in there. If we don't know, or if it's multiple deposits grouped together, and we're just tracking the revenue, as we'll say here, we're just going to enter it into the correct field, make sure we're on the deposit side, and it's 4100. All deposits will be income type accounts, so we're looking for income, and there's our sales item. That's the one we want. Now, QuickBooks doesn't auto-populate, of course, here because we don't have any customer or anything to auto-populate, but every deposit is going to go to the sales item, so that's our system. So we're going to say, okay, record that one. We'll do the same for the next one happening on the 16th, so I'm just going to highlight this. I'll just highlight the number because it's giving me trouble. 5150, same thing on the 16th of February. So I'm going to say plus, 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 plus to get to the 16th of February. We're going to say this is a deposit. We'll record with a DEP. Tabbing over, tab, 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 to the deposit side. That's going to be 5150. Once again, sales, which we could use the drop down or just type in the S to pick up the sales, and that's the one we want. Tab. Second deposit recorded. Next deposit, we're just going to go to the next one, the last one, and say that's the one we want, 4800 on the 25th. We'll go back over and we'll make this the 25th by saying plus, 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 minus. There's the 25th. And then we're going to say deposit. On the deposit side, going over there with the tab, or we can use the mouse. Anytime we can use the keystrokes, they're better because they're faster, typically. And that's going to be sales. Once again, we'll just type in S for sales. That's the one, and enter. So here we have our deposits. If we take a look at our reports so far, we're going to go to the banking. We'll take a look at, not at banking, reports. We'll go to the company and financial. We'll take a look at first the balance sheet. And the balance sheet, if we go to the customized reports, and we take a look at 01/01/20 to 12/31/20. Where now that's going to be the full year. We're just started February, so we have 2 months. Okay. So our checking account here will now include, if we double click on it, the deposits here. Here's our deposits, sales items, their deposit types. If we double click on any one of them, it'll show a deposit form because these forms are what QuickBooks used to drive the information, even though we entered it directly into the check register, which is faster. Closing this back out, taking a look at the profit and loss, the other main report, going to the reports drop down, company and financial, profit and loss, standard. Changing the dates from 01/01/20 to 12/31/20. There we have our sales and our expenses. Now this is just for the month of February that we entered the sales for. So if we double click on sales, here's our 3 new ones for February. If we close this back out, and if we wanted to see some different formats of the report, say we wanted to see a comparison of January and February so far, we could just go to this item here and say, let me see the comparison by month. Boom. So that's one way we could do it. If we could just change the second month here to 02/28/20, so that's January and February. So now we could see, here's January, and there's February. There's the total of the two. That's one way we can take a look at this. And or of course, if I go back to the totals, we could just change this from 02/01/20, and this is all we have for February so far, the deposits that we've entered thus far. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.